How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today, why don't we have a look at 3 of the newer Spin Master DC figures, Firefly, Bronze Tiger, and Talon. I've already opened up the 12-inch version of Talon on the channel, so you can feel free to check that out, as well as a butt pile of other Spin Master DC figures, all of which have been organized into a nice, convenient little playlist on my channel, so feel free to check that out if you'd like to as well. If not, and you just want to watch this video, that's cool too. Let's open up Bronze Tiger first. We don't really need to go through the packaging. We know exactly what this is going to look like. It's the same as it always is. Really no difference at all. Alright, so let's cut this bad boy open and see what we got. Batman versus Bronze Tiger right here. This is the trading card. Trading card. Very nice, very nice. And then of course you got these little lockers. Let's pop these guys open too. Rip off the doors. Let's just rip the whole front off and just dump it. Is that everything? Yep, that's everything. They come with their own little Rubbermaid tubs. And the figure needs to be released, so let's do that. Out you come, buddy. Yeah. And then here's everything we got in the package. A claw thingy, a shield, a weapon that's clearly not his, that's a Batman weapon, and then the book that shows us exactly what mission that we got. Let's move the figure off to the side and have a better look at these accessories so we can determine exactly what mission that we got. We got this shield. This is probably one of the coolest things that I've seen come with any of the Spin Master figures. I love the detailed face on this thing. Very nice. He also has a kitty scratchy claw that's exactly the same color as the previous shield. And then he also got this here Batman weapon. I mean, clearly, if the big bat fin and the bat symbol don't give it away, this is definitely not a weapon that has been intended for the Bronze Tiger. Let's see what missions we got here for the Bronze Tiger. Automatically, we can see that because he comes with the yellow shield and claw and the silver bat gun, this is the Rooftop Rivals Bronze Tiger. And then we have the figure itself, which is, I like this a lot. This is a very, very cool version of the Bronze Tiger. It's not conventional. It's not the Bronze Tiger that I'm used to seeing. This is certainly one that's not the classic version. He actually reminds me more of a roided up Tawny the Tiger than anything else, but this is still very, very cool. I like how the villains in the Spin Master series of Batman figures usually are on the large side. And for such a little guy, he's sculpted nicely, he's painted okay. You know, this is good. If I was a kid, this would be one of the ones that I would see on the pegs and I would gravitate towards for sure. And just for funsies, here's a close-up look at Bronze Tiger's tigery face. I like it a lot. This looks very cool. Alright, let's give him his shield and his claw. And now he's ready to take on anybody. Now technically, even though this is a bat weapon, I'm going to stick it in the hole in his back just so you can see what it looks like on his back. Because this is a big gun, and let's face it, this would probably break old Brucey's back. So there we go, and that's what it looks like when you stick all of the accessories on him. Pretty cool. What's next? We open Firefly. This is kind of reminiscent of, say, the Arkham series Firefly, but also the comic. But definitely also kind of its own thing. Open. And the trading card has Damian versus Firefly. This is a classic scene, actually. Someone landing on Firefly's back. Oh. So yeah, there's the perforated trading card. We're gonna pop the boxes. I really, really hope that Firefly comes with some kind of, you know, fire accessories. These are weird. And the figure. Goodbye, box. And here's everything we got with Firefly. A helmet, a gun, a fiery fisty thingy, the figure, obviously, and then, of course, one of these little instructional. You get the drill. Let's just have a look at everything. First accessory is a gauntlet with fire coming at the end. This reminds me of Azrael more than anything else. You've got these little black spots inside here. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be. Maybe it's, you know, maybe there's supposed to be some kind of burnt ash inside of the, I don't really know. And here's the second accessory, all up close and personal. It's a bright green handheld flamethrower, which is accurate to the character. This is something that he would have, you know, in his arsenal, on account of him being Firefly and all. And here is the helmet that he comes with. And, you know, I'm not really sure how I feel about all this black stuff being molded into the green and yellow of the plastic. It just, I'm not sure I like it very much. Opening up the legend, we can see that this is not the Firefly we have, because the helmet's not yellow. This is not the Firefly that we got, because these accessories are all red, which would make it, wait a minute, there's no other Firefly on here. I can tell you that this helmet right here, which is clearly like a greenish gray color, is definitely not this. This bad boy is definitely yellow, and is more like the clearish yellow of these Batman accessories right here than anything else. Oh well, doesn't matter. Here's a figure up close for those of you who are Firefly fans. I feel like this guy would have fit in nicely with the classic G.I. Joe series. He looks like a Cobra enemy of some kind. A nice looking figure, fantastically sculpted. You know how I feel about these here Spin Master DC figures. I always feel like for what they are, I feel like they're doing a good job. And again, if I was a kid walking through the toy aisle and I saw this guy hanging on the peg, I would actually want to buy him, even if I didn't know who he is, because he's got wings. Kids, at least when I was a kid, we liked things that had wings and jetpacks, and he's got that bug face to him. He's just a really cool looking playable figure. And that head sculpt, that helmet, he's got the bug eyes. Yeah, this is very cool. And let's face it, the paint apps on this guy, there's not very much, but they did do a pretty good job slapping it on where it's supposed to be. So let's get Firefly into his accessories, starting with the helmet. We'll just pop that on there. I'm ready for battle. Oh, I can't see anything. I got this black chunk in front of me face. Hey, where'd everybody go? Now let's slide on his fire glove accessory. Yeah, this is cool. It seems to make a lot of sense for the character as well. And let's give him his handheld flamethrower. Well, that's a nice tight grip, too. And there we have it. There's Firefly. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Now let's look at Talon. Arguably the figure that the adult collectors like myself will be the most interested in. He's just so ninja-y looking. And ninjas are always cool. Ninjas never go out of style. Just ask Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. They'll tell you. Let's peel him open and have a little look, shall we? So we've got the trading card, Batman versus Talon down there in the jungle. And we pop the box, dump him out. Hey, wait a second. Why do these accessories also have the weird discoloration? And this is everything we got in the package. 2 fighting knives, one of these, an owl, and the instruction booklet. And of course the figure. Here's a quick look at the this thing. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna even try to pretend I know what this is. Here's the 2 matching stabbies, his fighting knives. I think it's cool that they actually gave us 2 of these. Really though, why are there black flecks in this too? Just like with the previous figure. And here's the owl up close. This is sculpted really, really wonderfully for such a small little accessory to a children's toy. This looks nice, but like the others, you'll notice he's got like black flecks inside of him. Let's open up the booklet and see if any of these accessories have black flecks. I don't think any of them do. I think there's some kind of weird running problem. Oh, wait a minute. That looks like, no. Okay, so it's intended. You can see the discoloration there. And if we look carefully at Fireflies as well, yeah, we can see some darker discolorations. That's weird. I don't think that helps with the visual appeal, to be honest. Like, why'd they put the black flecks inside the bird? Anyway, yellow bird and green accessories tells me that it's this Talon right here in the bottom. And when we move over, that tells us that this is Jungle Rumble Talon. Of course, the trading card has a jungle, which if looking at the trading card actually is to give me a hint. Going back, that would tell me that Sewer Showdown is the Firefly that we got, which would mean that this is dumb, because this helmet and that helmet don't match at all as far as colors go. And here's Talon. And you know, we can never get enough Talon. We could always use another Talon figure. And this guy is a fantastic choice. I like how with Spin Master, they're choosing to make some of the characters that are not quite as well known to children, like Bronze Tiger and Firefly and Talon. As far as paint apps, there really isn't much. I mean, you've got his wrist guard here. Like, what is painted on this guy? It looks pretty good. It looks like the paint has pretty much gone where it's supposed to go, but it's mostly just sculpted in this grayish, sort of pewterish, silver brownish plastic. And here's a nice close-up look at Talon's face sculpt. I like this very much. For one, you can look at it and tell it's supposed to be Talon. It has a very Talon-y look to it, and the sculpt and the paint apps are both pretty much where they're supposed to be. So Yeah, good job. Now let's just give Talon his accessories. There's the fighting knife number 1, and there's the other one. Yeah, these are actually really cool. Like, I think that sometimes the accessories of these figures might just be a little bit too big for the size and scale of the figure. They look a little bit ridiculous and gargantuan, but these ones aren't actually that bad. And he also has that owl accessory that you just plug into the hole in his back, and it sits... Okay, well that can't be right. Hold on a second, I gotta move it around. There we go. And he just floats over top of his shoulder like that. I'm sure that's exactly what they meant for this to be. A floaty shoulder owl. If having 2 fighting knives in his hands is not exactly your forte, and you want something a bit different, you can just put this here, this thing. You know, where would he put that? Like, if he was, like, out doing his Talon thing, where would he hide that? Like, the knives is easy, right? You can put them in your sides, you can put them in your back. Where would you put this gigantic, whatever this is? So at this point of the video, I'd usually do comparisons and articulation. I'm just going to forego the comparisons altogether for today. And the same thing with the articulation, because honestly, we know what these guys can do. What I will leave you with is this, and this will help you find out what the articulation is like yourself. Do I feel like Talon, Bronze Tiger, and Firefly are 3 figures that are worth your time, effort, and funds to track down? My answer is yes. Spin Master consistently impresses me with the quality of their child play imaginative toys. So whether you're an adult collector picking these bad boys up for yourself, or you're a parent picking these up for your kids, I definitely think they're worth the time and the money and the effort to track down. They're 3 of the most fantastic figures in the series. They're perfect for kids, and they're good for collectors too. However, if you see these guys on eBay being sold by a scalper for 35 bucks a figure, stick it to the scalper by not buying them, and wait until you find them on Amazon or Walmart or Target or wherever. These are not hard to find figures, and if they are, it's only because the scalpers got there first and bought them all up. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you found this video to be a useful, interesting, insightful waste of time for the day. If you did, you could leave a like, that would help me out a lot. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then I invite you today to become a super friend and join the DC squad by hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you next time with the next video. Have a super awesome DC day, everybody, and take care.